Okay, so welcome to the December 2018 meeting of the Finance Committee. We have a quorum in New York City. Tracy is up in Albany, although there's some technical difficulties. But we're going to proceed with the meeting. And first up, Chairman Carney, is the adoption of the meeting minutes from the November, I guess it was November 7th meeting of the Finance Committee. 6th, okay.
I move adoption.
Thank you very much. Any opposed? None. Tracy, are you okay with the meeting minutes?
Yes, thanks, thank you.
Thank you. Can I get a, move to,
I move
motion
it.
moved, I second it, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? None. So that motion carries. We have one, we're reviewing one resolution today, and that's the NYU University and New York University new money and refinancing. And
David?
David's going to present that. Thank you, David.
Good afternoon. The Finance Committee is being asked to recommend to the full board one or more series of tax-exempt and/or taxable, fixed and/or variable rate bonds in an amount not to exceed $1,250 million, with maturities not to exceed 40 years on behalf of New York University. Bond proceeds will be used to finance numerous construction and renovation projects that are located throughout the New York University system, and to refinance a portion of amounts drawn on the university's line of credit for various capital projects. The new money portion is right around $917.9 million, and the line of credit refinancing is anticipated right around $251 million. The full project list is shown on page 2 of the staff report. I just wanted to highlight a couple of the larger projects, many of which were financed in the financing that we did earlier in May of this year. The largest is the construction of a new multi-use building at 181 Mercer Street, which will include a modern athletic facility, 58 new classrooms, a 350-seat theater, and student and faculty housing. The foundation work is ongoing for that project, and the university expects it to be completed in late 2021. The new classroom space within 181 Mercer is going to free up space within the Silver Complex for the creation of laboratories for the chemical biology department, which is part of NYU's emphasis on bolstering the science programs. And lastly, improvements to facilities located at the university's Brooklyn campus, which is the former Polytechnic campus that the university acquired in 2014, will be to expand engineering and applied sciences programs. The largest of those projects is 370 J Street, which is going to transform a long empty building to expand engineering and applied sciences in Brooklyn. That project is nearly complete, and there's some interior renovations that will be completed in summer of 2019. When looking at the university, the ratings, Moody's has assigned a rating of AA2 with a stable outlook, and S&P has rated the university AA-, also with a stable outlook. So as in previous NYU transactions, it's anticipated the loan agreement will be a general unsecured obligation of the university. Just want to highlight some financial data of the university. Positive demand and enrollment trends have continued in recent years. For fall of 17, the university received 64,000 applications for full-time freshmen, which is the 10th year in a row of record applications. And total headcount enrollment increased to over 51,000 in fall of 2017. When looking at operations, growth in net tuition revenue, patient care revenue associated with the School of Medicine, and fundraising have all contributed to steadily increasing operating revenue. And the overall operating revenue mix is diverse. For fiscal year 2017, just 30% of operating revenues came from tuition and fees. And lastly, on the balance sheet, NYU reported total net assets of $5.69 billion for fiscal year 2017, which is a 26% increase over 5 years. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, David. Any questions?
Tracy?
Tracy, any questions?
I just had one, and it was related to the refinancing component, and it was just more of interest. Is there a savings analysis done on that? Is it an economic benefit to the refinancing?
No, there's no savings analysis. The refinancing is just amounts that the university has drawn on their line of credit for ongoing projects. So basically, it's just short-term financing that they'll pay off with the bond issuance.
Thanks. Okay.
It was sort of used sort of as an advance, so to speak.
Exactly. Yep.
To get out of the ground. And,
Yep.
Thank you. Mr. Chair?
I had a chance to talk with David yesterday, Mr. Chairman, and he answered all of my questions. For the record, what I'll do is to put a couple of them into the record. I was not very concerned. I mean, this is an extraordinary organization. Not very concerned about this, but the operating margins have ranged from a deficit of 9.4 million to a deficit of 138 million in fiscal 2014. If measured on an accrual basis, the numbers are not what NYU would want for them to be, but on a cash basis, apparently the numbers are, if not perfect, then close to perfect, what they would have expected.
Yep. Yeah, that's correct, Al. I mean, the operating margins on a cash basis have been positive for the last 4 years. And, you can see between 2014 and 2017, even on an accrual basis, they've been, improving for the most part year to year. And, a lot of the reason that there's still a deficit there is really the depreciation expense associated with capital spending. So, there's significant capital projects that are coming online that have impacted the margins, but they do expect those, even on an accrual basis, to improve going forward.
And I asked David yesterday about the growing operating expenses, which would appear to be growing at a faster rate than their ability to fund with expendable resources, which this defines as unrestricted assets, net assets, plus temporarily restricted net assets. And you said, David, that is not an issue for NYU.
It's really not. I mean, again, it gets back to the capital spending.
Got it.
I mean, that really cuts into the margins.
And my only other question was what happened between, this is in the balance sheet, between 2016 and 2017, where there was this is in triple zeros, so there was a $300 million growth in unrestricted assets, which you suggested is just because they're raising money faster than a speeding bullet.
Yeah, that's part of it. It's fundraising. I'd say that the bulk of it, it was a good fiscal year 17 was a good investment year. So the major portion of that is unrealized gains on their investments, which hits the bottom line and is going to increase unrestricted net assets, but also fundraising is another major aspect there.
Good for them. I mean, they're an amazing organization.
And a big part of New York City.
Yes, sir.
Has the audited financials been released yet?
They are out today. I didn't have a chance to go through it in detail. There didn't look to be a major swing from 17, but I'd be happy to report back on that. But they were just released.
Just let us know if there's anything
Sure.
tomorrow.
Not even tomorrow, but if there are issues that come up after you've had a chance to do the analysis, it'd be great for the board to know.
Sure. Absolutely.
I don't expect there will be.
I don't either.
Yeah, all right.
I just had one additional question for you, David. The projects that are listed here, from a community perspective, I mean, I haven't seen anything or heard anything. I'm just checking off the box that they're okay on the community front.
Yes, that's correct. No anticipated opposition.
Thank you very much. Any other questions or concerns?
No, sir.
I'm hearing none. Taking a motion to recommend approval of this offering at tomorrow's full board meeting.
So moved, Mr.
And I'll
Chairman.
second that. Thank you. Any opposed? Hearing none. That motion carries. I don't think there's
Congratulations.
anything else on the agenda.
No.
This is our last meeting of the year
Calendar year.
2018.
All right.
Good year. It's a good year, but we also had a sad loss this year as well, from Sandra.
I'll mention that tomorrow.
But we look forward to a even bigger and brighter 19. Thank you. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second, all in favor, aye, and opposed, none. Thank you very much, and all they can't see us, but thank you. And I can the December meeting of the Finance Committee. Thank you.